Probably the most complete update on B2B selling strategies in years. P3 selling is an easy-to-follow framework that tells you what you need to do and why you need to do it to have steady B2B sales success. You'll be able to confidently navigate the complicated B2B environment of today, which will help you close more deals, get more referrals, make more money, and move up the corporate ladder. Stop waiting for good luck and take charge of how your sales go. Learn in depth about the three most important factors that predict B2B sales success, without the jargon and complexity of other sales training classes. Then learn how to use them in ways that don't involve manipulation, so you can close more deals without losing your ethics. With specific activities at the end of each chapter to help you tailor these strategies and techniques to your own unique situation. P3 selling is the must-have resource you'll turn to again and again to help you overcome every B2B sales problem. Greg Nutter's P3 Selling, The Essentials of B2B Sales Success, is a complete guide to learning how to sell to businesses. The book is split into 3 parts, and each part talks about a different part of being successful in B2B sales. Part 1. Preparing for Success. Chapter 1. The P3 Selling Mindset. This chapter talks about the mindset and attitude that great B2B salespeople need to have to do well in their jobs. It talks about how important resilience, self-awareness, and a growth attitude are and gives advice on how to get better at these things. Chapter 2. Understanding your market. This chapter talks about how important it is to know your target market and gives tips on how to do market research, figure out what your customers need, and build a sales strategy that puts the customer first. Chapter 3. Building relationships. This chapter talks about how important it is to build strong ties with customers. It also gives tips on how to build trust, communicate well, and give customers a good experience. Part 2. How to be successful in the sales process. Chapter 4. The P3 Selling Process. This chapter gives a step-by-step guide to the P3 selling process, which includes getting ready, making a pitch, and convincing people to buy. It talks about how important each step of the process is and gives tips on how to do each one well. Chapter 5. Presenting with Impact. This part looks at the art of giving a good presentation and gives tips on how to make presentations that are interesting, convincing, and stick with your audience. Chapter 6. Overcoming objections. This part talks about how important it is to deal with customer objections and gives tips on how to do it well, build trust, and close sales. Part 3. Pursuing long-term success. Chapter 7. Managing your sales pipeline. This chapter talks about how important it is to manage your sales pipeline well and gives tips for keeping track of leads, putting chances in order of importance, and closing deals. Chapter 8. Developing your sales skills. This chapter looks at the different sales skills that B2B sales workers need to have, such as communication, negotiation, and strategic thinking, in order to be successful in the long run. Chapter 9. Building your sales career. This chapter tells B2B sales professionals about the different job paths they can take and gives them advice on how to move up in their careers, build their personal brands, and stay motivated. In P3 Selling, The Essentials of B2B Sales Success, Greg Nutter gives a complete guide to learning the art of B2B sales. The book talks about a lot of different things, from the mindset and attitude that great salespeople need to have to the skills and techniques that can help them do well in a competitive market. This book is a great resource for anyone who wants to be successful in B2B sales, whether they are an experienced salesperson who wants to improve their skills or a new salesperson who wants to build a successful career. Thanks for watching our Amazon book review. If you found our review helpful and you're interested in checking it out for yourself, we've included a link to it in the description below. By clicking on that link, you'll not only get more details about it on Amazon, but also support our channel at no cost to you. So go ahead and click that link to grab your copy of the book and dive into an exciting reading journey. Happy reading, and thanks for your support.